There definitely is a resemblance, don't you think, little brother? Or should I say, big brother? I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You and I are both the last surviving sons of Big Boss. It's me. Really? Then what? Those idiots! All right, Raven. I'll be right there. They're not responding to our demands. We launched the first one in 10 hours as planned.
Damn Americans.
Looks like you read them wrong.
Something's funny. Normally the Americans are the first ones to the negotiating table. They must think they've got something up their sleeves.
So it's come down to it, has it? We're going to launch that nuke and ride it all the way into history.
I've got to take care of some launch preparations. You're in charge here, Ocelot.
What about you? Want to stay for the show?
I'm not interested. It's time to feed the family.
So you prefer your wolves to my show, huh?
Ocelot, don't screw up like you did with the Chief.
Yes, I know. That was an accident. I didn't think a pencil pusher like him would be so tough.
Well, his mental defenses were reinforced by hypnotherapy.
Boss, what about that ninja?
They shouldn't really be talking about that in front of Snake. I mean, he could figure out what they're up to if, you know, by saying that right in front of him.
How could he have gotten in here?
Perhaps there's a spy among us. Mantis is dead. We've also got to find out what killed Baker and Octopus.
I love how they sneak in that line about Octopus being dead as well. Most people, when they first play the game, they don't really take any notice of it. They're not really paying attention. So it kind of just glosses over them. They don't really realize what he just said. But if you're actually paying attention, you're like, what? Octopus is dead? Just another hint towards the twist, of course.
Your woman is still in this world.
Meryl.
Catch you later, handsome.
I think it's because Liquid says it so casually, most people don't really realize that he actually said it.
Think about anything else. Sometimes she even falls in love with them before she kills them. Finally, just the two of us. How are you feeling?
Not bad. Caught a nice nap on this revolving bed of yours. Too bad I was sleeping alone.
I'm glad to hear that. This is some bed, all right. I'm about to show you some of its nicer features.
Where are my things?
Oh, don't worry. They're all there. Washington was taking quite a chance sending you here. Someone must have had a lot of faith in your skill, huh, carrier boy?
So, Metal Gear's armed with a new type of nuclear warhead, huh?
Why don't you go ask Campbell for the full story?
The Colonel?
By the way, you got an optical disc from President Baker, didn't you?
What if I did?
Is that the only disc? There's no other data?
What do you mean?
There's no copy? If not, that's fine.
Is Meryl okay?
She's not dead yet. Wolf must have been feeling generous. But if you want her to stay that way, you better start answering my questions right now. You were holding one card key. Where are the other two? What's the trick behind that key?
Trick?
That weasel of a president said there's some kind of trick to using the key.
Hell if I know.
I see. No problem then. We're going to play a game, Snake. And we'll find out what kind of man you really are. When the pain becomes too great to bear, just give up and your suffering will end. But if you do, the girl's life is mine. Press the circle button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough, press the select button to submit. When your life reaches 0, the game is over. There are no continues, my friend. Don't even think about using auto fire, or I'll know. I'm going to run a high voltage electric current through your body. If it's just for a short time...
I think this little sequence would be a lot more effective if they actually deleted your save if you died. I think that would be a lot cooler. Some people might think it's a bit too cruel, but you know, you should submit if you can't tap the button fast enough. You know, that's the idea. So I do think that they should have deleted your save or something a bit more drastic. Because obviously, if some people obviously would have saved right after the boss fight, so if they do fail this bit, they can just reload the save and it's not much of a big deal to them.
Okay, here we go.
As a kid, I always had trouble with this. I don't think I ever did it as a kid, but when I was like in my teenage years, that's when I was able to do it. Here we go. My head might go out of the face cam a few times doing this. I get really into this sometimes, this button tapping stuff. Especially when it gets tougher later on.
How did you like that?
And for those of you who haven't played the game, he's not kidding. If you die, it's game over. You do not continue at all. You just have to reload your last save. Which, you know, for some people they save often, others not so often. So, you know, dying, you know, having to reload your last save. It depends on the person whether or not it's a big deal.
Finished yet.
I think we got one more after this. One more like little timer to go through. Yeah, no problem. One more.
You still okay? Want me to go on? Can you take one more? You're a strong man. Well, that's enough for now, I think. You're the boss's brother, all right. Your brother, he's an amazing man. Who else could shoot down 2 F-16s with a Hind helicopter? The Les Infanteries project was not a total failure. He's the one man who could make my dream into a reality.
My French accent is shit. I've always been trying to master that though, that little Les Enfants Terribles. And was it terrible? Another thing I've tried to master is La Le 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 Lo. La Le 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 Lo. I'm not sure what the... for those of you who haven't played the games, you obviously don't know what I'm talking about, but it's a big thing. The La Le 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 Lo. I can't quite... It's like a bit of a tongue twister. I can't quite get around it. I'll have to practice that.
Looks like I got a roommate.
La Le 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 Lo. This Dark Chief. Of his maggots.
What a stench.
Damn, I caught a cold. That witch. She took my clothes.
Got Johnny again. Just gotta wait for... Oh wait, no, we can call him. You can either wait for them to call you, or you can just call them. Obviously, this is just faster, so...
Snake, are you okay?
I've been better.
How's Meryl?
They've got her.
Damn. Snake, the government has decided not to give in to their demands. We're trying to buy some more time.
Come on, Colonel. Why don't you stop playing dumb? I'm sorry about Meryl, but I want the lies to end now.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear was designed to launch a new type of nuclear warhead, wasn't it? You knew it all along, didn't you? Why did you try to hide it?
I'm sorry.
Can't tell the grunts, huh? You've changed a lot. Metal Gear, secret advanced nuclear weapons research. Does the White House know about this? How deep does it go?
As far as I know, as of yesterday, the president had not been briefed about the Rex project.
Need-to-know basis, is that the idea?
These are sensitive times. Even subcritical nuclear tests are causing quite a stir.
Plausible deniability, huh?
Yes. And tomorrow, the president and his Russian counterpart are scheduled to sign the START 3 Accord.
I get it. That's the reason for the deadline.
That's right, Snake. And that's why we can't let this terrorist attack go public.
We still haven't even ratified START 2 or dealt with the issue of TMDs. This has to do with the president's reputation and America's place as the dominant superpower.
So patriotism is your excuse for circumventing the Constitution?
Please, Snake. Just stop them.
Why should I?
Because you're the only one who can.
In that case, tell me the truth about this new type of nuclear warhead.
I told you before. I don't know the details.
I don't believe you. If the situation is so serious, why don't you give in to their demands? Let them have Big Boss's remains.
You see,
Or is there some reason that you can't do that? Something you haven't told me about.
Publicly, the president has been very vocal in his opposition to eugenics experiments. We don't want the existence of the genome army to go public.
And that's the only reason? Huh. The hell with you.
I'm sorry.
The corpse of the DARPA chief is lying right here next to me.
Oh man.
But it's strange. He looks and smells like he's been dead for days. All his blood's been drained out too.
Drained.
Maybe to slow down decomposition?
I have no idea.
But the chief only died a few hours ago, right?
Right, but he's already started to decompose.
What could it all be about?
Something in his blood that they wanted?
I doubt it. Just the nanomachines in the transmitter.
Did the chief tell them his detonation code?
I'm afraid so. It looks like they've got both codes and are nearly ready to launch.
Damn. Is there any way to prevent it?
It seems that there's some type of emergency override device that can cancel out the detonation code. It's a countermeasure that Arms Tech installed secretly. You have to unlock it with 3 special card keys.
And where are those keys?
I've got one of them. I don't know where the other 2 are. Besides, I'm locked up here.
We've got no choice. Forget about the keys. Your top priority now is to destroy Metal Gear itself. I'm sorry to have to lay it all in your lap, but you're all I've got. Bust out of there and get to the communications tower. Also,
What?
I know it's asking a lot.
Meryl, right?
Yeah,
I'll save her.
thanks.
Otacon comes to save you, well, it comes to provide you with some tools, but I think if you call him, he might come faster, I'm thinking.
Are you still
I'm not
okay?
sure if that's
Yeah,
true.
thanks to the stealth camouflage, that is.
I have a favor to ask. I need your help.
I was wondering when you'd ask. What should I do?
I've been captured. I'm locked up here in this cell.
What cell?
There's a big torture machine nearby.
Okay, I know it. It's close. I'll be there right away.
Thanks.
And now we just gotta wait around until they begin the next torture sequence. Not a lot I can do except just wait. Isn't Johnny's... yeah. Hang on. Yeah, in the meantime, we can just annoy Johnny. He even reacts to the sound of you like punching the air.
Snake, it's showtime. Ocelot wants you.
Okay, I'll tell you once more.
I'm just gonna skip this cutscene just because he repeats exactly what he said before. He's just explaining the rules to the minigame. And speaking of tapping the button, having to tap the button in a Metal Gear Solid game, in Peace Walker, I've seen a lot of people complain that Peace Walker was really hard, because Peace Walker has a sequence which is really similar to this. You have to tap the circle button while you're being electrocuted. It's pretty much the same thing. I've seen a lot of people moan about the difficulty of Peace Walker's little torture sequence. I never once had a problem with it. I never once died on it. I never came anywhere near close to dying on Peace Walker's torture sequence. So I've always been like, it seems a lot, this seems harder than Peace Walker's torture sequence. So I'm like, if you can do this torture sequence, why can't you do Peace Walker's? I don't know, like, from what I remember, Peace Walker is really easy when it comes to the torture sequence. And your health does go down faster and faster every time you move on to the next torture session. I think there's 4 or 5 torture sessions in all. Well, the first two are mandatory, the rest are optional. You don't have to go through them. Okay.
You're a strong man. Well, that's enough for now, I think. We live in a sad age. Imperialism, totalitarianism, perestroika. 20th century Russia has had its share of problems, but at least they had an ideology. Russia today has nothing.
They're struggling between freedom and order, and with that struggle, a new spirit of nationalism has been born.
The boss has a close friend high up in the Russian government. He's currently the head of Spetsnaz. He's agreed to purchase this new nuclear weapons system. The Hind was just a down payment.
So you're in this for money?
I don't need money. I want Russia to be reborn, to lead a brave new world order.
I wonder if Kojima had in mind to use this Russian subplot in Metal Gear Solid 2. For those of you who haven't played the sequel or know about the Metal Gear series in general, in Metal Gear Solid 2, these Russian soldiers that they're referring to, they do play a big part in it, in the second game. So I wonder if Kojima had that in mind when he was like writing this game. Although I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Kojima never intended on making a sequel to this game. Like, sure, he left it on a cliffhanger with the, you know, reveal at the very end of the credits, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that he never intended to make a sequel to this. And he says that about every single Metal Gear game.
Nothing new to report.
Snake, is there anything I can do?
Yeah, my arm hurts.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool, this bit.
Level of painkillers in your blood.
Okay, but you can leave out the Benzedrine. That stuff makes me too frisky.
I guess you're not feeling too bad after all. Snake, put the controller up against your arm.
What?
Don't worry, it'll feel good.
This actually does work.
Okay, here I go. How does that feel, Snake? A little better?
How did you do that?
I stimulated your muscle fibers with the nanomachine cilia. That's about all I can do for you.
Naomi, please talk to me. Say something to take my mind off the pain.
What can I say?
Anything.
I'm not a very good talker.
Please. Tell me about yourself.
Myself? That's a tough one.
Any family?
That's not a happy topic for me.
I don't have any family. No. Wait. There was a man who said he was my father.
Where is he?
Dead. By my own hand.
Big Boss.
What? Big Boss? I had no idea.
There was no way you could. It happened in Zanzibar 6 years ago. Only Snake and I know the real truth of what happened there.
So, is it true?
Even more stuff I was confused by as a kid.
Father?
That's what he said. That's all I know.
I never knew who Big Boss was when I was a kid.
To kill him? Knowing that?
It wasn't until Metal Gear Solid 3 when I started to realize there was a whole backstory that I missed.
Besides, some people just need killing.
That's patricide.
Yep. That's the trauma that Mantis was talking about. The one we share in common.
Is that why you left Foxhound?
Let's just say that I needed to be alone for a while, and Alaska was the perfect place.
Snake. I didn't have a real family either. Just a big brother who put me through school. We weren't even blood related, and he was much older than me.
Where is he?
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
Snake, is there a woman in your life?
After you've been through as many wars as me, it's hard to trust anyone.
Friends?
Roy Campbell.
You're still calling me friend?
Is that it?
No. There was another. Frank Yeager.
What?
Big Boss's most trusted lieutenant, and the only member of Foxhound ever to receive the code name Fox. Gray Fox.
I learned a lot from him.
But didn't you try to kill each other?
It's true. We did, in Zanzibar. But it was nothing personal. We were just professionals on opposite sides, that's all.
And you still call yourself friends?
Hard to believe. War is no reason to end a friendship.
That's insane.
I first met him on the battlefield. He was being held a prisoner of outer heaven, but he didn't look like a prisoner to me. He was always so cool and precise. I was still green, and he showed me the ropes.
You knew him well?
No. We never talked about our personal lives. Sort of an unwritten rule. The next time I saw him on the battlefield, we were enemies. We were fighting barehanded in a minefield. I know it sounds strange to most people, but we were just two soldiers doing our jobs. It's like a sport.
Men and their games. You're like wild animals.
You're right. We are animals.
So if you were friends, then how do you explain the ninja's behavior?
I don't know.
It's your genes. They make you predisposed towards violence.
You really like talking about genes, Naomi. Why did you get into genetic research anyway?
I never knew who my parents were, or even what they looked like. I guess I got into genetics because I wanted to figure out why I am the way I am.
So you studied about DNA?
Yeah. I thought if I studied my genetic structure, I'd find out who I really was. I thought that by analyzing a person's genetic information, I could retrieve the blank spots in that person's memory.
Memory is stored in DNA?
We're not sure, but we know that a person's genetic fate is determined just by the sequence of the 4 bases in their DNA.
So what about my fate? You know my DNA sequence, don't you?
Your fate? I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Of course not. You're a scientist, not a fortune teller.
Now we just gotta wait for Otacon.
Oh, my stomach. Oh, damn it.
Poor old Johnny can never get a break. Where is he? Should be coming here anytime now. There he is. Come on, Otacon, save me.
Hey, I'm here.
Where?
It's me, Otacon. Wow, they even captured you.
Hurry, get me out of here.
Let me go, that hurts.
Hurry up!
Is that how you ask a guy a favor? Let me go. Jeez, it's like an animal's cage. Oh, what a smell.
Because of him.
Yeah, it's the Derpa Chief.
You don't hurry up and get me out of here, I'll be laying next to him.
Those bastards. This lock won't open with a security card. You need a key like the soldiers carry.
So what are you doing here then?
I thought you might be hungry. If you need more food, I can bring some more later. Also, I got you this level 6 card. It'll get you out of that torture room. Here, take this too.
What's this?
It's a handkerchief. I got it from Sniper Wolf.
Why?
I don't know why, but she's nice to me.
Sounds like Stockholm Syndrome to me.
I was taking care of the dogs here. After the terrorists took over, they were planning to shoot all the dogs. But Sniper Wolf stopped them. She even let me feed them when I asked. She likes dogs. She must be a good person. Please don't hurt her.
Wake up, you idiot. She's the one who shot Meryl.
Well, that's all I can do.
They're planning to launch a nuke. I've got to stop them.
Then you have to get past the communications tower.
First, you have to get me out of here.
Come on, I'm trying my best.
That guard's got the key. You'll have to take him out.
Give me a break. I'm no soldier. I can't take anybody out.
You have to.
I'll be killed. Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
Wait!
Okay, now there's 3 different ways you can escape this cell. One is using ketchup. You lie on the floor. How do you use it? Oh, he's used it, okay. So when Johnny leaves, and when he leaves, you can either crawl under the bed or use the ketchup. If you crawl under the bed, when he returns, he wonders, he can't see you, so he's wondering where you went. Then he enters the cell, and then you can come out from under the bed and attack him and escape. Or you can just do this. Now you can either just knock him out, but I've also heard that if you leave, then it triggers him, he gets diarrhea. Hang on, keycard. Yeah. I only found out about this recently, I never knew this trick. And of course you don't have any, like, there's no way for you to kill Johnny either in this area, because he does appear in the later games, so you can't break the, you know, the canon. I wonder what would happen if you tried to break his neck. Would they allow that? If you try to knock on the door, you get a response as well. Or so I've heard. Yeah. Do I have to use a chaff grenade? Ooh. Managed to sneak past it, just about. One sneaky but pretty cool trick is that they've put a bomb in your items as well. Obviously the timer's just ticking down and it'll blow up and kill you if you don't throw it. One thing which I think is a shame is that they do actually warn you about it. You get a codec call about the bomb when it's about to blow up, which gives you they tell you about it, which gives you, you know, a chance to throw it.
Ocelot, you'll pay for that.
I just think it would be cooler if they didn't tell you about it at all, and it's just up to the player to, you know, realize whether or not it's in their inventory. Okay, now before I see, this is the annoying thing I was talking about earlier. We just backtracked here to get the sniper rifle. And now they've put us back here once again, and we have to go all the way back to the boss fight again to advance in the game. Before I leave though, I'm gonna search this room for the rest of the items. Hopefully I won't get spotted this time. There's only one room to search up here. No, we're not getting spotted this time. Okay. Can I be bothered to waste a chaff grenade? Don't know. Not really. I would save some time. I don't really know what the point of getting the thermal goggles was. It's not as if you need them. You don't even need them anymore. I mean, it's not as if there's any boss fights, any bosses which turn invisible from this point onwards. They just, yeah, you don't really need them. That's kind of a waste of time. Kind of just grab them for completionist's sake. Actually, having said that, there's a camera on the floor B2. There's a camera hidden behind the level 6 keycard door. So if I'm gonna be like 100% in the game per se, I guess I should go for that. But I can't really be bothered. So once again, the camera isn't really useful. Like, well, it's literally just used to take pictures. That's like if you want to save pictures to your memory card. And you can also use it to take pictures of ghosts. There's ghosts hidden around the game. They don't attack you, but they're like little Easter eggs. There's ghosts of the game developers, I think. It's one of many, many Easter eggs. Okay, so while I'm here, I might as well go to B2, get all the items I missed. I went in there. I went into all of these rooms, I think. Might as well use. Oh, I don't know. Is it worth the effort constantly switching to the gas mask? I mean, I have to switch back to the keycards anyway, so is there really any point? Body armor, that's a great. That's really That helps a lot on the communication towers. It's actually quite good against the Hind boss fight as well. What's in that room up above? Night vision? No, we already got them. Not sure. Did I throw that? No. There's nothing in here. Oh. Okay. Might as well. Okay, now we're gonna head back up.
Save your strength.
I was a fool. I wanted to be a soldier. But war is ugly. There's nothing glamorous about it. Snake, please save yourself. Go on living and don't give up on people. Don't forget me.
Snake, about Meryl.
Colonel, I'm sorry.
Listen to me.
I wasn't able to protect her.
Snake, she's a soldier. She knows that prisoners are a part of war. She joined up of her own free will. I'm sure she was prepared for this.
No, you're wrong. Meryl thought she had to become a soldier. Thought it was the only way. She said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
She said that?
She wasn't ready for real combat. I shouldn't have pushed her so hard. It's all my fault.
That's not like you, Snake.
Master, what is it?
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I just couldn't listen anymore.
Master.
Snake, you can have regrets if you want to. It's only natural. But you can't keep attacking yourself for things that happened in the past. That road leads to madness. Believe me.
He's right. Don't kick yourself. It doesn't suit a legend like you. I'm sure Meryl's just fine.
Mei Ling.
Snake, forget about Meryl. Stop Liquid. That's what Meryl would want too.
You're right. Meryl would say the same thing.
Snake.
What?
Meryl. She's pretty special to you, huh?
Yes, she's special. There aren't many women like her around.
That's not what I meant.
She's the Colonel's niece and a combat buddy.
Is that all? Come on.
This is like a police interrogation.
No,
I guess it's in the genes.
The genes? What are you talking about, Colonel?
No, I just remembered about Naomi's grandfather. I think Naomi said he rose as high as assistant secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes, he was Japanese, and he became a special undercover investigator to nab the mafia.
When was that?
Oh, sometime in the 50s, I guess.
Where?
New York, I think.
Naomi. I thought you didn't have any family.
Well, I researched it after I became an adopt. My grandfather was already dead by the time I learned about him. I never even had the chance to meet him.
Oh.
Snake, good luck.
Watch your back, Snake.
I wonder if Miller says anything if you try to call him right now.
Plan your strategy based on...
Okay, just generic stuff. There's a camera on the right here. Yeah, it's kind of sneaky. I think it's right below, right above a ration, which I don't need anyway, so I'll move ahead. Here we go with the infamous communication tower bits. Pretty much the only time where stun grenades come in handy, as far as I'm concerned. Well, I used them a bit later on actually, during the elevator encounter, but aside from that, I don't really use them. I'm gonna shoot these guys first, then run. Sometimes when I replay this game I forget to grab the rope there, so I run all the way to the top of the tower, then I realise I forgot to grab the rope, and I end up having to go all the way back down, all over again. Okay, so for those of you who haven't played the game, this is just running up the tower, and it's long. Not sure how many floors, 30 maybe. And of course, you're constantly being bombarded with an infinite wave of enemies. So it's best to just throw the stun grenades every now and again. Make them all fall to the floor, and then, yeah, that's all. Just run. I'm surprised that guy didn't hit me. They normally hit you with the butt of the guns, the ones in front of you. Surprised he didn't do nothing there. That door is locked, by the way. It's frozen on the other side, so you can't use it. Yeah, that's what they do. They will always hit you like that. Oh no, don't bother. Just go. I'm crawling. I'll throw it again. I'm probably going to get hit by this guy. Yep. At least we got a ration. Of course, the idea is to try and time the stun grenades, so just as the effects of one wears off, you throw another one and it blows up just as the effects of the other one wears off. I mean, you have plenty of stun grenades to use. I'm not doing too good. Or alternatively, you could just hit them. If you time the punches right, it looks like, yeah. We both got each other that time. This sequence gave me a lot of trouble as a kid. It's all about finding the right strategy. Nope, go. I knew it. You must be... yeah, here we go. That's it. Finally. Is it worth throwing any more stun grenades? Just one more. I'll leave it at that. Go, go. Okay, we got a boss fight coming up. Well, actually, we go a little bit until the boss fight actually happens. Did my controller just... no, it's okay.
Damn!
Snake! I'm afraid I can't let you get past here.
Liquid!
You're not going any farther. Die!
It's a long way down. If I had a rope, I should be able to use that rope I got.
What are you going to do? Take on a hind with your bare hands? Now you're mine!
If I stay here, I'm finished.
Didn't think so. Okay, I'm not too fond of this bit. I just find it kind of tedious. It's just not that fun. It's just... It doesn't last long, at least.
Here's how to repel. Press the X button to jump away from the wall. While you're away from the wall, press down on the directional button to drop down. If you jump while pressing right or left on the directional button, you can make a big jump in that direction. If you press and hold the circle button while using the directional button,
I love how the characters in Metal Gear Solid, they refer to the buttons on the controller. It's like you don't get that a lot in games where the characters within the game actually talk to you like about the buttons on your controller. I don't think there's many games that do that because it sounds kind of silly. It's one of the beautiful things about Metal Gear Solid, I guess. I never really bothered to time this either. Like I never bothered to actually avoid the steam or anything like that. I just keep jumping down. I never bother trying to avoid the gunfire or anything like that. I just can't be bothered. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this little sequence, I guess you'd say. I just find it really boring. Almost there. I've never once died on that bit either. Not that I'm bragging, it's easy, just saying. What about now? Okay, now we got 3 randomly placed enemies. You can use this the remote control missile launcher to kill them as well if you want, but it just takes way too much time. I think they actually take 2 or 3 hits each to die from the missile. I mean, you would expect them to just die in 1 hit, right? Since they're just normal soldiers, but no. I'm not sure why. Right, there's a ration coming up, and so is the Hind. Yeah, okay. At least we made space for a ration. Okay, I'll be fine. Oh, I missed. Go, go, go. Yet another tower to climb. At least this one isn't crawling with enemies. Instead, it's filled to the brim with cameras. Which aren't as annoying, but still. Oh, this whole thing with the elevator, they're so dramatic with it, it's just... Right, so we have to walk all the way to the bottom of the tower. which triggers something, and then we have to walk all the way back up to the top of the tower. Oh, I really don't like this bit. It's just why. Now we have to walk all the way back up. Although, to be fair, it's not as tall as the other tower. Well, the tower is the same height, it's just we started off like midway, you know what I mean?
Don't shoot! It's me, don't shoot! It's me, Snake!
Otacon, how'd you get here?
Well, it wasn't as dramatic as your entrance, believe me. I'm afraid of heights.
You were watching?
Yeah, I was watching. I was riding in the back of their truck. Thanks to the stealth camouflage.
How did you get up here?
The elevator, of course.
The first floor of the circular staircase was destroyed.
That's why I took the elevator.
The elevator was working?
Yeah, that's right. You're incredible. Like a movie hero or something.
No, you're wrong. In the movies, the hero always saves the girl.
You mean Meryl? Sorry. Forget I said anything. Snake, there's something I've really got to ask you. It's why I followed you up this far. Have you ever loved someone?
That's what you came to ask?
No, I mean, I was wondering if even soldiers fall in love.
What are you trying to say?
I want to ask you, do you think love can bloom, even on a battlefield?
Yeah, I do. I think at any time, any place, people can fall in love with each other. But if you love someone, you have to be able to protect them.
I think so too.
I have a favor to ask.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, it'll be easy.
I told you before I don't want to hurt anyone.
I don't want you to either.
Okay.
The elevator is stopped down there. I want you to get it to move. You see?
That's weird.
It was working before, but now it isn't.
Maybe the panel's broken.
Can you fix it?
It was working before. If it's the mechanism, leave it to me.
I've got to go and swat a noisy fly.
Okay. I'll stay here and hold the fort. Good luck.
You really look like hell. Are you okay?
Don't worry. If I do this, it doesn't matter. I just pretend like I'm not here, and then I'm not scared.
Strange logic. I'm counting on you.
Okay, so in that cutscene, they just mentioned that the elevator wasn't working. Which it doesn't. If you try to press the button, obviously it doesn't work. But if you go... If when you enter the tower, you immediately go to the bottom of the stairs instead of trying the elevator first, and then you walk all the way back up, and you trigger the cutscene. Like, the same cutscene plays out, they talk about the elevator not working, which doesn't really make much sense. So, like, if someone playing this game for the first time might be like, what are you talking about? The elevator doesn't work? Like, you know, they wouldn't know that because they never tried the elevator in the first place. Didn't time that very well, did I? And I was about to say, I only have 8 chaff grenades, but I think that's enough. This bit's just so annoying. I think I prefer the soldiers, to be honest. On that same corner, every time there's a bunch of cameras, and there's nothing you can do except just throw a chaff grenade. Every time. It's just so tedious. The fact that you had to walk up this really boring tower wasn't bad enough. You have to worry about all of these cameras. It's just like, oh, get on with it. Maybe I should just run for it. I don't know if I can be bothered. One more chaff grenade. There's only one more set of cameras anyway. Oh, there's no more set of cameras. That was it. Huh. Okay, here we go with another boss fight. I'm actually not too fond of this boss fight. It's just kind of long. It's just really long and drawn out. The first few times I played it, I enjoyed it, but it's one of those things where once you've beaten the game a million times over and over again, you're kind of fed up with this boss fight because it just goes on for so long. And that's the thing with the Metal Gear Solid games, because people, the fan base loves them so much. Like, the people who love the Metal Gear games have played them a lot, myself included. So, because we've played the games so many times, the things that we don't like about them become way more apparent and obvious. Because we had to experience it so much.
My brother? Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you? I'm you. I'm your shadow. What? Ask the father that you killed. I'll send you to hell to meet him.
Okay, let's give everyone a call. Start off with Master. Okay, Campbell.
Liquid means to bring this to an end now. He obviously planned this.
Maybe the broken elevator was all part of the trap.
You mean he fiddled with the elevator to get me out on the roof?
You'll have to destroy.
I love how they keep talking about the elevator as if there's some big mystery behind it, as if there's going to be some big reveal behind the broken elevator.
You can always check his position by radar.
And then the reveal is just something it's so cheesy.
Snake, are you okay?
So far, how are you doing?
Sorry, the elevator's not working yet. It's strange. There's no problem with the
Still trying
motor, and the
to
power
build
is
up the
on.
mystery behind this
I need
elevator.
some more time.
It's going to be a huge reveal.
Your best chance is to hit him while he is circling. When his nose isn't pointed at you, that is your opening. Shove a Stinger missile up his butt.
Okay, let's do it. Stingers. And that's why this boss fight takes so long. That's how much damage you do to him every time you hit him. And every time you hit him, you have to wait a while. Like it's not as if you can immediately shoot another rocket at the Hind. You have to wait a little while. It's like the boss is like invincible for a short amount of time. Just like every other game ever made. This wouldn't be that big of a problem in this boss fight if the health would go down quicker. Missed. You're full rations, yeah. I'm actually over-exaggerating how long this boss fight takes. It's not that long. How much ammo do I have? 12. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna manage with this. I wonder if the chaff grenades do anything. I'm guessing he can't shoot you at all if you use the chaff grenades, maybe? Not that you really need them. I mean, it's pretty easy to dodge the machine guns. Oh yeah, he's doing this thing. More than halfway down. Oh, this is what I hate. I think this is why I don't like the boss fight. Up until now it's been okay, but this is where it slows down. Every time pretty much every single time you hit him, this is what he does. Just have to wait for him to come back up. Maybe you can get 2 hits on him before he goes back down. I hit him and myself. Maybe we can sneak in 1 more hit, quick. I think he's going down now. Huh? Is he? Okay, now he's going down, okay. I managed to get a decent amount of hits in him. He seems to do this a lot more often though when on my other playthroughs. It seems as if he goes down every single time I hit him. As opposed to this, where I managed to hit him like 3 or 4 times before he went down. I was actually quite surprised there. But yeah, this is just why I don't like the boss fight. Well, it's not that I don't like it, it's just... It's just something I'm kind of sick of, because I played this so many times. Did he go down again? Yeah. 1 more hit. You just have to wait while he's down there. It's just, you know, get on with it. I missed. Oh, no I didn't. I'm just gonna wait.
That takes care of the cremation.